Hello everyone, welcome to the next video lecture of Power System 2. Myself Himanshu Joshi, I am an assistant professor in Sri Labhubhai Trivedi Institute of Engineering and Technology, Rajkot. So, till now we have learned about the two basic phasor diagram. This is the first one and this is the second one. Now you can identify that this first phasor diagram is for star connected line voltage and phase voltage. This is the phasor diagram between star connected line voltage and star connected phase voltage. Now this second one is for delta connected line current and phase current, for delta connected line current and delta connected phase current. So now today we will learn about the step by step process that how to do these two types of phasor diagram. So let's start with the first one, that is the star connected line voltage and phase voltage. Now to start, before start to draw the phasor diagram, we have to revise the formula for star connected line voltage and phase voltage. So VAN, VBN and VCN, these are the phase voltage for star connection. VAB, VBC and VCA, these are the line voltage for star connection. So the basic formula that you can show over here, that VAB is equal to VAN minus VBN. So I can again rewrite this equation as VAN plus in bracket minus VBN. Why I have written in this form, that you will learn later on in this particular lecture. VBC is equal to VBN minus VCN. Again I can rewrite this equation as VBN plus in bracket minus VCN, and last VCA is equal to VCN minus VAN. Again I can rewrite that equal to VCN plus in bracket minus VAN, and this is the this is the polar form for VAB, VBC and VCA, that VAB equal to root 3 into mod V phase at an angle 30 degree, VBC is equal to root 3 into mod V phase at an angle minus 90 degree, and VCA is equal to root 3 V phase at an angle 150 degree. So now let's start to draw the phasor diagram with step by step. So suppose this is the phasor of VAN. Now here we need two types of phasor. So you can mark over here that here it is plus VAN, here it is minus VAN. Here it is plus VBN, this is minus VBN. This is plus VCN, this is minus VCN. So what is this plus VAN and minus VAN? This is nothing but the two phasor with phase difference of 180 degree. Clear? So you can see over here, this is plus VAN. So I can draw the same phasor with opposite direction, and that opposite direction phasor itself is known as minus VAN. So if this VAN is at an angle 0 degree over here, so its anti phase is at an angle minus 180 degree. This is at an angle 0 degree. So you can see that this is the minus VAN with same magnitude but with opposite direction. So this is the phasor VAN. Now let's try to derive or try to draw the remaining phasor VBN and VCN. So this is the VBN which is at an angle 120 degree with respect to VAN, and its opposite phasor is known as minus VBN. Again, third phasor, this is the VCN and this is the minus VCN, which is opposite that of the VCN plus VCN. Now we are able to draw the phasor of VAB. VAB is equal to VAN minus VBN, and now come this equation in picture. VAB is equal to VAN plus minus VBN. So that's why I have written over here plus, just because we are going to add two vector VAN and minus VBN. Now to find out the VAB, we have to add two vector, and the first vector is VAN and second vector is minus VBN. Clear? So we are going to use the addition of two vector by means of parallelogram method. So we have to add VAN and minus VBN. So I am going to write, or I am going to draw the parallel vector. First vector is parallel of VAN and second vector is parallel of minus VBN. So now the addition of these two vector is itself VAN. So this is the vector VAB. Clear? So this is how we are going to draw the vector VAB. Now let's try to draw the vector VBC. So to draw the VBC, we need vector VBN and vector minus VCN. We have already drawn the vector VAB and vector minus VCN. So now we are going to draw the parallel branch of VBN and VCN, and this looks like this. So now we can find out the vector VBC, and this is the vector VBC. Now the last vector, that is the VCA, and that is the addition of VCN and minus VAN. So we have already vector VCN and vector minus VAN. So we have to draw the parallel branch of VCN and VAN, and it's look like this. So now we are able to find out the vector VCA. So this is how we can draw the phasor diagram for star connected line voltage and star connected phase voltage. Now let's try to find out this angle. That angle is plus 30 degree, minus 90 degree and plus 150 degree. Now this angle are with respect to 0 degree. Clear? So these 30 degree, 90 degree, 30 degree, minus 90 degree and plus 150 degree angle, that angle are drawn with respect to reference line, that is the reference line is VAN, that means with respect to 0 degree. So first equation shows that VAB is at an angle of plus 30 degree with respect to 0 degree. So you can see that this angle looks like 30 degree with respect to 0 degree. Second equation shows that VBC is at an angle of minus 90 degree with respect to reference. So you can show that this angle looks like perfectly 90 degree with respect to 0 degree. And third equation shows that VCA is at an angle plus 150 degree with respect to 0 degree. So you can see that this angle is 150 degree. This angle is 150 degree, because you can see over here that this is the line of plus 90 degree and this is almost equal to 60 degree. So 90 plus 60 is equal to 150 degree. So with this we can say that this is the 3 angle of 30 degree, minus 90 degree and plus 150 degree for star connected line voltage and phase voltage, and it is very much important for our next upcoming topics. So this is how we can draw the star connected phasor diagram for line voltage and phase voltage. Now let's shift the second phasor diagram for delta connected line current and phase current. So to draw the phasor diagram for this, we have to revise our equation that we have learned in our past lecture. That means this is the line current IA, this is the line current IB and this is the line current IC. This is the phase current IAB, ICA, IBC, minus IAB, ICA and minus IBC. Now the same way I can write IA is equal to IAB minus ICA, but again I will rewrite this equation as IAB plus minus IAC, IB equal to IBC minus IAB, again I can rewrite as IBC plus minus IAB, and IC is equal to ICA minus IBC, and that is equal to ICA plus minus IBC. And again we have derived the equation of IA is equal to root 3 mod IP at an angle minus 30 degree, IB is equal to root 3 mod IP at an angle minus 150 degree, and IC is equal to root 3 mod IP at an angle plus 90 degree. So let's try to draw the phasor diagram with step by step method. So let's consider again the reference vector IAB at an angle 0 degree. So this is the minus IB opposite of plus IAB. This is the vector IBC, and the same way this is the vector minus IBC. This is the vector ICA, and the same way this is the vector minus ICA. Now we are able to find out the line current IA, that is the addition of plus IAB and minus IAC. Clear? So this is the vector IAB and this is the vector ICA or IAC. So again we are going to use the parallelogram method. So we have to draw the parallel vector of IAB and I minus ICA. So this is the two vector. First one is parallel to minus ICA, that means this is the vector which is parallel to minus ICA, and this is the vector which is parallel to plus IAB. So addition of these two vector will give us the line current IA. So this is the line current IA. Now we are able to find out the line current IB. So line current IB, that is the addition of IBC and minus IAB. So this is the IBC and this is minus IAB. So we have to draw the parallel line, first parallel line which is parallel to IBC and second parallel line which is parallel to minus IAB. So this is the two line which is parallel to IBC, this is the line which is parallel to IBC, and this is the line which is parallel to minus IAB. So addition of these two will gives us the line current IB. So this is the line current IB. Now the last one, that is the IC, and that is the addition of ICA and minus IBC. So first we have to draw the parallel line to ICA and minus IBC. So this is the two parallel line which is parallel to ICA and IBC. This is the parallel line to IBC and this one is the parallel line to ICA. So now we are able to find the line current IC, that is the addition of ICA and minus IBC. So this is the third line current IC. So this is how we can draw the line current or phasor diagram between line current and phase current for delta connection. So let's try to find out the angle. Again these all are angle with respect to this 0 degree only. So let's verify that angle. So this is the line current IA and it is at an angle of minus 30 degree with respect to reference. So you can see over here that with respect to 0 degree this angle is minus 30 degree, or we can say that lagging at an angle plus 30 degree. So this is the vector IA at an angle minus 30 degree. Vector IB is at an angle of minus 150. So again this is the IB and it is at an angle of minus 150 degree. It is at an angle of minus 150 degree. So this is the angle of 150 degree. You can see over here that it looks like 90 degree over here. This is the 90 degree and this is again plus 60 degree. So it will becomes plus 150 degree. So IB is at an angle of 150 degree with respect to 0 degree. And last IC is at an angle of 90 degree with respect to 0. So you can see over here that it is perfectly 90 degree with respect to 0 degree. So this is how we can draw the phasor diagram for line current and phase current for delta connection. I hope you can understand that how to draw the phasor diagram for star connection and delta connection. So with this we are going to end our session. Thank you very much. If you have any doubt, any question, you can give your doubt and question in comment section also. In the next lecture we will learn about the delta to star transformation. So till that, goodbye. Thank you very much.